We'll now call the Common Council meeting of February 2nd to order. Roll call, please.
Alderman Kirkowski.
Here.
Lorik.
Here.
Alderman Dukniak is excused. Alderman Tillman.
Here.
Gale.
Here.
Guzikowski.
Here. Everybody, please rise for the pledge. Chris, you want to start us off?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we get to the minutes, Catherine, would you please read in the notice of video conferencing?
Certainly. The City of Oak Creek is authorized to hold this public meeting remotely during the COVID-19 public health emergency. This meeting being conducted via Zoom video conference with telephone conferencing capability was duly noticed per the City of Oak Creek Municipal Code and statutory notice requirements more than 24 hours in advance of the meeting. Members of the public have been advised of the options for participation. This meeting may also be viewed at the city's YouTube page, the link for which was contained in all the notice methods. The meeting recording will also be accessible on the city's YouTube page within 48 hours. When unmuted, all participants must state their name and address for the record, then proceed with comments or questions. Questions and comments may also be entered into the Q&A function within the Zoom webinar control panel. Staff and/or the moderator will monitor this function during the meeting and provide the information requested. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. That will get us to the minutes of January 19th, 2021. If you all take a look and review. When you're satisfied, no errors, omissions, corrections, or comments, we'll entertain a motion.
Clark will move to approve the minutes of 1/19/21.
Guzikowski will second.
Roll call.
Alderman Lorik.
Aye.
Tillman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzikowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye. And item 4 under new business, it is a consideration of a motion to concur with the mayor's appointment of Jason Schladek, 600 East Pergola Place to the Board of Review for a 5-year term. Are there any questions on Jason?
Hard to question his credentials.
Yes, he's looks like a very talented young man, and really appreciate him stepping up and volunteering.
Some of the nicest penmanship I've ever seen.
Yeah, yes.
Perfect.
Not a doubt, but more importantly, his credentials. He really looks like a really studious young man. So,
Is it typical that they put down certain boards? Do you reach out then and say, are you interested in others?
no, actually, they can check what they may be interested in, and then as an opportunity comes up, we call it. We go through the management and take a look. And in that particular one, I believe there was a typo. It should be Board of Review. I think it's Board of Health twice.
He had requested Board of Health, but then he had asked me to keep him posted on what vacancies came about. So when Board of Review came up, he was very interested as well.
Yeah, and he had just
Obviously, didn't tell him what it involves, did you?
and actually he just recently dropped the application, which was something.
Yeah,
So,
he was very willing.
so,
Mayor, is there, maybe the form's a little in error because there's 2 Board of Healths and then you check them both.
yeah, and again, the clerk confirmed with him that there was a typo as he came in, and it was explained to him. And then I personally called him and made sure we were all on the same page, and he was very accepting of the position.
Well, I was just making note that there were 2 Board of Health
And
options
since
on
that form has been updated, because we've made a lot of changes to our boards and commissions, so yeah, it has been corrected.
You're right on the penmanship though, Andrew. You can read it.
So if you're satisfied to concur, we'll look for a motion.
Gail will move to concur with the mayor's appointment of Jason Slodek, 600 East Pergola Place to the Board of Review for a 5-year term ending April of 2026.
Guzikowski will second.
Roll call.
Alderman Tillman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzikowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye. Thank you. Health is informational, and again, this is a COVID-19 update. We have our health officer, Darcy, with us tonight. So Darcy, I'll give the floor to you.
Thank you. Good evening, Darcy Boyd, Health Officer, the Oak Creek Health Department. I just wanted to take this opportunity to provide an update on our vaccination efforts. So as you've heard all over the media, COVID vaccine supply remains very limited at this time. Based on information from the state health department, we don't expect the vaccine supply to increase probably until at least the end of February. And there continues to be a lot more demand than supply of vaccine. So groups that are currently eligible to be vaccinated include frontline healthcare personnel, residents and staff of long-term care facilities, first responders, and individuals who are age 65 and older. So we are here at the health department receiving vaccine shipments weekly at this time, and we do continue to hold vaccine clinics both at the South Shore testing site in South Milwaukee and here at the Oak Creek Health Department. The last couple of weeks, we've been holding clinics 3 to 4 days a week. Beginning next week, we'll be starting to incorporate the second dose of the vaccines into our clinic schedule. So we'll be a little bit busier, but still getting people in to use the vaccine that we get every week. And we vaccinated about 1,000 people in our vaccine clinics so far. We did begin vaccinating individuals age 65 and older last week. And we do continue to vaccinate other individuals who are eligible in phase 1A as well. We are continuing to encourage individuals who are 65 or older to connect with their healthcare provider. We know that all of the major healthcare systems are now also vaccinating their patients who are 65 or older. And we know that they're getting a lot more vaccine than the health departments. So we expect that they will be vaccinating larger numbers of that older adult population. We have developed an email communication sign-up list, so individuals can provide their email address, and we're sharing vaccine clinic information on that list as it becomes available. We do also have a phone list for those who don't have an email address. The state has shared that the next groups eligible for vaccine will include education and childcare staff, individuals enrolled in Medicaid long-term care programs, public-facing essential workers, non-frontline healthcare personnel, and those in congregate living. The state has said that those groups will tentatively be eligible for vaccine March 1st, but we know that the date that they become eligible will really be determined by the availability of vaccine. And the Department of Health Services has also outlined how those groups should be prioritized and has asked us to start with teachers and childcare once we've moved through the 1A and 65 and older population. Are there any questions that I can answer?
Questions for Darcy, anybody? Mike, go ahead.
Hi, Darcy. Alderman Mike Toman. Don't take this as an attempt to jump the line, but I have hit the 65 mark. I've contacted my health provider and haven't heard anything within the last week. Is there any plan on the city level for city employees and people associated with the city, 65 and older, to be vaccinated?
Yes, I did get that list from HR, and we have been reaching out to those individuals as we have vaccine available. So I will make sure that you're on there and that we reach out.
Okay, thank you.
Chris, did you have something?
Just a quick question. You said that, do you have the means to store the vaccine here? Because isn't there a specific temperature that we?
Yep, that's a good
store
question. We have been receiving the Pfizer vaccine, and so when we receive it, it's already been thawed. So it can be stored in a regular refrigerator, but we have to use it within 5 days. So it's a quick turnaround, but we can store it for those 5 days. We also could store the Moderna vaccine, as that's a refrigerated vaccine, but so far we haven't received that.
Thank you.
No? Okay, thank you, Darcy. You're going to be up right again here. Item 6 is consideration of a resolution approving a memorandum of understanding between the Oak Creek Health Department, Cudahy Health Department, South Milwaukee St. Francis Health Department for establishing the maintenance of a joint COVID vaccine clinic. So Darcy, if you would bring us up to speed.
Sure. So this MOU outlines the collaboration between the Oak Creek, Cudahy, and South Milwaukee St. Francis Health Departments for a joint community COVID-19 max vaccination clinic. So as I believe I discussed last time, we have been, even though we have small amounts of vaccine right now, we are concurrently planning to hold larger scale vaccine clinics once larger amounts of vaccine become available. So we've been looking, we will continue to work as a zone, and we've been looking at potential sites across the 4 communities. We did identify a site in Cudahy. It's the previous Kmart site on Packard Avenue that we will be moving forward with. It's currently vacant. So once we get a little bit of cleanup work done in there, we'll be able to start holding clinics in there, and we'll be able to be in there long term. And the benefit of a location like that is that it's a semi-permanent location. So we won't have to be moving supplies and setting up and taking down the clinic. And also we hope that it will become kind of a known location like the South Shore testing site has in South Milwaukee. The company that owns that property has been making their spaces across the country available for COVID vaccine clinics. So this MOU really just outlines the relationship between our 3 health departments for operations of that clinic site. So the Cudahy Health Department will be the fiscal agent. Each health department will hire or assign the staff that they need to the clinic operations, and then we will share the cost of the site fees, staffing, and supplies. We're hoping to have that site ready to go by late February or early March at the latest. Any questions about the MOU?
And just a couple of comments. I did go down for the initial meeting to tour the site with the health officials and a couple other mayors and people from the various cities. I just want to do a shout out to the mayor of Cudahy, Mayor Pavlik. He really located that building, did all the finesse to get them to donate that building, to let us use it and be allowed to clean it up. He also secured the refrigeration means through Sal Papuro of Papa Luigi fame, and he'll be providing that refrigeration. So it's truly a community effort between the 4 communities, and sooner the better. So,
How long do we think this would be in existence as far as, does it say it in here that I missed it?
It says that it doesn't have a hard stop because we don't know exactly how long it'll take us to get through vaccine clinics. The agreement that Cudahy is signing with the facility is through the end of the year.
Okay.
We certainly hope we're done vaccinating before then, but we wouldn't have the space that long if we need it.
All right, thank you.
yeah, any other questions concerning the MOU? Okay, if there are none, motion please.
Kukowski make a motion to approve resolution number 12224-020221, approving the memorandum of understanding between the Oak Creek Health Department, the Cudahy Health Department, and South Milwaukee St. Francis Health Department for the establishment and maintenance of a joint community COVID-19 vaccine clinic.
Oracle second. Roll call.
Alderman Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye. And item 7 is our
Oh,
summary.
I'm sorry, Mayor.
Oh, I'm
Tillman.
sorry.
That's a virtual eye.
I was a little slow on the uptick. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. I jumped around.
65.
I was like, oh, wait, I missed one.
Oh, good.
Okay, we all done, Catherine?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Item 7 is our summarized treasurer's report for the month ending December 31st, 2020. And we have Barb with us on the line. Barb, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
All right. So as the mayor mentioned, month ending December 31st, 2020, our beginning balance was $35,010,523. Ending balance $73,329,020. Our interest earned for the month was $21,544, and we had an increase from beginning to end of $38,318,497. Some of our larger activity was tax collection of $42,472,944. We got in some COVID grants of $219,033. And we had debt service payments go out of $899,281.
Any questions for Barb? again, not being a tax month is probably pretty heavy, more and more, so. Any oddities in December? Nothing you've seen out of the norm, Barb?
Tax collection was a little bit lower than normal. Normally we get in about 50% of tax collection. I think we were around 44% this year, but we've noticed the mail has been kind of slow this year. So, you know, until we get through January, it's hard to tell, you know, whether that's COVID's affecting payments or the mail, and more will be taken in January. I mean, I know January's over. We just don't have all our numbers put together yet, but no, it wasn't, it was still pretty busy.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Anything else for Barb? Okay, thank you very much, Barb.
Yep, you're welcome.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
You too.
Item 8, Department of Public Works, consideration of a motion to approve a new brush chipper in the amount of about $83,600. Ted, you with us?
Yep, sure am. Hopefully my mic's working better than last time. This is pretty straightforward. It's a 15-year-old brush chipper. We use them constantly. This one's just getting a little tired. It went through the CIP process. We had originally budgeted $88,000. We came a little under that, $690.72. So we were happy with that price.
Yeah. Questions for Ted? Nothing. I think we're good to go, Ted. And again, we know you put the equipment to good use, because believe me, when you don't use it, we hear about it. So
No
it's
doubt.
always needed. So if we could, motion, please.
Clark moves to approve the purchase of one Vermeer BC 1800 XL brush chipper in the amount of $83,692.72.
Guzekowski will second.
Roll call.
Alderman Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye.
Tillman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
And item 9, consideration of a resolution approving a minor land division submitted by Jacob Otters, that is Lakeshore Veterinarian Clinic, for the properties at 9430 and the former 9472 South 27th Street. Doug, you with us?
I am. Thank you, Mayor. This is actually, as the mayor indicated, actually a combination of two parcels resulting from the development of the Lakeshore Veterinary Clinic. As you recall, there was a tavern that was on just north of the clinic site, which was purchased by the clinic, and they are now incorporating that parcel into the larger parcel, requiring a CSM. So this CSM, this minor land division, has been recommended for approval from the Plan Commission, and I'd be happy to answer any questions the council may have about that.
Questions for Doug? It was pretty straightforward at planning as to what we were doing. They're just incorporating that property in, as Doug stated. So if there's no questions, motion, please.
Guzekowski makes a motion that the Common Council adopts resolution number 1225-020221, a resolution approving a minor land division submitted by Jacob Otters Lakeshore Veterinary Clinic at a Veterinary Real Estate OC LLC at the properties at 9430 and 9472 South 27th Street.
Oracle second. Roll call.
Alderman Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye.
Tillman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
And item 10 is also community development, and it's consideration of a motion to hold resolution number 12226020221, vacating and discontinuing a part of a public street in the city of Oak Creek that is 60-foot wide public street in the southeast quarter and southwest quarter of the northwest quarter of section 18 until The required public hearing is scheduled for March 16th. This is listed in the first district, but I believe it's in the second. So Doug, you want to bring us up on this one?
Yes, I can. Thank you. As on the screen, you can kind of see a neighborhood overview, including the properties that are impacted by this. Back when the Colonial Woods condominium development was first proposed and the first phase developed, the right-of-way for Orchard View, or Orchard Way, excuse me, was dedicated throughout this property. And as the property is in discussions for further development, there is discussion with the developer as well as the Wisconsin Department of Transportation about the appropriate place to access 27th Street. And as such, the current location of this dedicated right-of-way is no longer appropriate, as it actually dead ends and terminates into Milwaukee County Parkland and could not actually physically be extended north to 27th Street. All of this is, and I'm going to bring up just an exhibit showing ultimately the 27th Street Access Management Plan, which was approved by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, as well as the city, shows future public street extensions north to Drexel Avenue and west to the intersection of 27th Street at Villa Drive in the city of Franklin. This alignment, or actually an accompanying official map amendment, which is currently in process, would change the alignment of this future street to match up with that location. But this right-of-way vacation does this, that this vacation, it eliminates the right-of-way that's in this area here, which is no longer usable. And then a future action would be for the city to, again, officially map the right-of-way lining up in the correct location, and that would be dedicated as the property is developed. So no action is necessary on your part this evening. This is, according to state statute, the proper way to do this is the topic. The actual public hearing will be held on March 16th, 2021. And at that point in time, the council has the ability to act on that proposed vacation resolution.
Okay. Questions for Doug concerning this property? Nothing? Okay, so the proper motion is to hold and as written. And then, of course, it'll come back to us at a later date.
Yep.
So if there's no questions, motion, please.
Clark moves to hold action on resolution number 12226-020221, a resolution vacating and discontinuing a part of a public street in the city of Oak Creek until the public hearing scheduled for March 16th, 2021.
Guzekowski will second.
Roll call.
Alderman Lorik.
Aye.
Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye. And item 11
Thank
is
you.
the license. Oh, thank you, Doug. Sorry about that. Item 11 is License Committee. I'll turn that over to Alderman Kirkowski at this time.
Thank you, Mayor. I trust everybody's had an opportunity to review the Common Council report with regard to the items. And we did have a meeting, so if you're interested, the minutes are on the back of that report. Does anybody have any cares, questions, or concerns with regards to the information on the report?
Actually, just one question. If an individual gets a bartender's license and they're working at two facilities as listed, is one a different license because it's not a bartender, it's a facility that sells alcohol? I see that the same person's listed for two different places. Oh, it's Kelly A and wow.
Different.
Yeah, never mind. That's my eyes.
I was just going to let you work that out, Mayor.
I appreciate that. Holy cow. Never mind.
I didn't know how to respond.
If that were, but okay, as long as we're on it, if that were to happen, a place such as Gary's, which is, or a Pick and Save where you're selling alcohol, and then you work as a bartender somewhere, do you got to carry two different licenses for that?
Well, not if it's an operator's license.
Just for the bartending then? Otherwise, you're under the facilities
Yeah, it's just one
license to
because
sell?
it's attached to the person, not the establishment. So if I go through and take my safe serve and acquire that license to serve, then I could work 2 jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't know how to answer you because nobody's ever said anything when I.
Well, even if you had multiple bartending jobs, if you had multiple bartending jobs at different establishments, you just need the one license, correct?
Yeah, you get one license, and if you move from job to job, you
You're
you
okay.
keep the license.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Didn't know that.
All right. No other questions? All right. Kirkowski, make a motion that the council grant the various license requests as listed on the February 2nd, 2021 License Committee report.
Oracle second. Roll call?
Alderman Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye. And item 12 is our vendor summary report for January 27th. So if you'd all please take a look, and if there's any questions, just ask away and the appropriate person will take the question. Nothing else? Motion.
Thank you, Mayor Carroll. We'll move to approve the January 27th, 2021 vendor summary report in the total amount of $428,136.53. Of this, $97,659.11 will impact the 2020 fiscal year. The remaining amount, $330,477.42, will impact the 2021 fiscal year.
I'll second.
Roll call?
Alderman Gale.
Aye.
Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye.
Toman.
Aye. So that will get us to adjournment. Before we do, I just want to wish you all a happy Groundhog's Day. Unfortunately, you did see a shadow, so we're in for 6 more weeks of winter, so that's a bummer. But anyways, adjournment, please.
Kirkowski, make a motion to adjourn.
Oracle second. Roll call?
Alderman Guzekowski.
Aye.
Kirkowski.
Aye.
Lorik.
Aye.
Toman.
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Be safe. Have a great weekend and week.